Why are black people black? With the current climate of the United States of America, I feel like it's time to create a channel that focuses on teaching black people and all other surrounding interested groups about us from the outside in and then back out. We're going to start with why black people are black. Something that a lot of people don't know about, but yet they sat down in biology class, or people even that claim to be professionals. I'm talking about doctors don't know about melanin and the powers that lie within. What you about to learn today. I am the copper colored reader, and this channel is all about things blackity black, black, black. We go deep into our history from the copper colored people all the way up to why you are called African American. We read slave narratives and we go deeper and beyond into political reasons why our people have been and are consistently being held back. Strap in. It's time to learn. Melanin. Let's start out with the basics. Let's define melanin completely. Melanin is the pigment that is all things. Melanin is literally life. Melanin is in the trees. Melanin is in the sun. Melanin is in the clay. Melanin is in animals. Melanin makes everything. Melanin is the vital chemical that makes life itself. It's usually brown to black in color. Melanin is flexible like plastic, can resemble a cloud, gas, wood, metal, or liquid, and takes on many forms without losing structure. Melanin has a heat resistance that can endure temperatures up to 1,225 degrees Fahrenheit. It has a pleasant odor, resists X-ray diffraction, resists strong acids and alkaline materials, etc. Melanin is found in the environment, springs, lakes, soils, plants, atmospheres, and animals. We are life. And the darker you are, the closer you are to the earth. Don't you remember that saying, the blacker the berry, the sweeter the juice? Now you know where it comes from. Because that means your blood is that much richer in minerals, copper, iron. You heal faster. Why don't black people bruise? Because we heal immediately. You can't bruise melanin. There's a scale that weighs melanin. It's a measurement scale. And the scale goes from 6 to 0. 6 being blue black, that's African. 5, these are the natives, the blacks that are here, FBAs as we know them to be. Then we move into the brown skinned people. These are the people of color, quote unquote. Some Native American black people have red undertones. Each comes with an undertone. I'll dive deeper into that a little bit later. But let's get back to melanin. Melanin's made by cells, melanocytes. These melanocytes are literally like having stem cells inside of your body. Inside the melanocytes are smaller organelles, and all they do is build bigger cell on top of bigger cell on top of bigger cell. Hence why we don't bruise the same way other people do or lighter skinned people do. So it's not necessarily about being black, it's about how black you are. Black, what you know it to be, the social construct, the music, the culture, that is attached directly to this. Why? Because melanin vibrates to everything. Melanin is a carbon. Those cells that build, they build obsolete eyeballs that suck in all of the light. That means you see better. Colors are more vibrant. That's why we dress the way we do. That's why we love loud colors. That's why we match things the way we do, because we see a full color spectrum. When you have lighter eyes, you don't see a full color spectrum. As a matter of fact, the sun bothers your eyes. If you notice, a lot of black people don't wear sunglasses for protection. We wear them for fashion. Protection we don't need because we have melanin. It produces itself with copper, mainly, and absorbs all types of energy: sunlight, electromagnetic, music heard by the human ear, and sounds the human ear cannot hear. Phone waves, radio waves, radar, computer radiation, X-ray, cosmic rays, ultraviolet rays, heat waves, microwaves. Melanin uses the energy in the total environment because we are fed by the sun. This is also why you are being destroyed systematically by the everyday devices that are around you. This is why the brothers and the sisters like Dr. Sebi, rest his soul, told you back away from these things because they are sucking the energy away from you. You are energy. You are light. And the darker you are, the greater conductor you become. Melanin uses the energy in the environment, like water energy, earth, moon, and sun energy, the galaxy, the cycle of the planets, minerals. That's why we were the farmers. This is why slaves were outside under such guises of just eviscerating heat because their black skin could handle it. This is why they thought that we were something from outer space. We weren't human, but actually we are absolutely more than human. We are the earth. And our battery is in the sky. On the molecular level, let me explain some things because people love to talk about how we are 666. We are 3 parts carbon. Yes, we are. But electrons, protons, and neutrons and solitons rearrange in their orbits when we come around. That's called resonance. That means the universe shifts to us. Let that sink in. That's where your manifestation comes from. Melanin particles vibrate and rearrange themselves to fill weak and low energy sites. That's why people suck your energy from you. That's why these people need your adrenals. That's why these people need you around. They need your entertainment. They need your singing. They need your basketball, your football. That's why. That's why a room lights up when you come in. That's why they love when you come in. Resonance causes particles to move. The movement causes a small gap, which is low energy. And the other particles, they rearrange themselves to fill the gap. That's you. That's high energy. And that's why you leave drained. You are the filler in the gap. We absorb everything. And that's why when your energy is on point, you're unstoppable. When you're aligned with the earth, you're unstoppable. Melanin makes black people's skin black, and that's that. It's present in black people's bodies, skins, cells, nerves, brain, our muscles, our bones, our reproductive systems, our digestive systems, your bodily functions. That's why some people's palms are even brown. That's melanin. The bottoms of your feet, brown, melanin. It's a biological active substance of various size cells, and it fills in where it makes, remember, it makes cell on top of cell on top of cell. That's why when you get a scar, if you have a good A1C, you're not pre-diabetic, you got good blood, you eat good food, it heals up in a couple days. You pop a pimple, they go away quick. People love our skin. Your pores are so small. Those are melanated cells. That's also why if you don't eat high ammonia foods, aka processed shit and the bullshit most people take in now, you won't need sunscreen because the sun feeds you. Your melanin absorbs the sun and it eats it like ice cream. Melanin is made of histamines, phenylalanine, norepinephrine, epinephrine. The stuff that is actually banned in stores, we carry naturally. That's why you're so hyped. That's why even when shit is bad, we can still celebrate. That's why we rejoice like no other. That's why we have to come together because these vibrations, when vibrating in the same spot, can make anything happen. And why do you think everyone wants us on their team? Your pastor wants you in his church. You're vibrating for his message. The color of melanin appears in black people because it's absorbing all colors. Once the color enters, it cannot escape. Once you go black, baby, you never go back. That's why that 1-drop rule existed. If you take a bucket full of color, you put 3 drops of black in it, the whole bucket changes. This is why they don't want to mix with us because we're changing bloodline. A dark-skinned man or a dark-skinned woman, especially a sister, because your mitochondrial DNA is more powerful than any lithium battery on the planet when you are in the proper homeostatic state. That means when your insides are popping, nothing is stopping you. Nothing. Your babies come out healthy, smarter, bigger, better, faster, stronger, and you bounce back quicker than anyone else. Can do more while carrying your child. The 3 carbons, unsaturated carbon, saturated carbon, and carbon nitrogen. They are brown to black in color. Those are your 3 carbons. We are self-sustaining. So when you're fed the right way, you are optimal. That's why your food is being attacked. White people, you want to know why black people black? This is why. It ain't what you thought, is it? Why does the towel go brown when it's white? When you wipe off, that skin cells, dumbass. Yours are clear. We have melanin. And then right after we wipe those off, more are made immediately. We don't lose the same amount of skin cells that other people do because we replicate. There's not one anomaly on Earth. There are millions. But food, which turns your blood bad, has been used. Your pineal gland. That's your master gland in the middle of your brain. Guess what feeds it? Melanin. When your melanin is right, when it's on point, when you're getting sunshine, go out in the sun. Go outside, my black people. Please go outside. That's when you thrive. If an object appears black in color, that means the object is absorbing all colors except black. Nothing absorbs us. We absorb everything. Stop hating yourself. Stop hating your skin. Start moisturizing, drinking water, learning how to eat right, and praise that fucking melanin that you're wrapped in like a beautiful black god and goddess that you are. Stay tuned for the next video. Copper Color Reader out. Oh, like, subscribe, and absolutely share because we need to know this type of shit, man.